Whether you're buying or selling your home, get the benefit of expertise.
Hey, well, compliments to the show. You're really hitting on the subjects and you're telling the truth. I appreciate you.
Meet the team at dangemus.com. And now, filling in for Dan Gemus, your host, Joyce Blackmere.
Welcome back, everyone. Thanks for tuning in today. I'm Joyce Blackmere, Director of Sales and Broker with the Dan Gemus team. I have Aaron Blackmere in studio with me today. Hello. And we have Ron Bondy on the line. Ron Bondy's a mortgage agent from the Super Mortgage team at Dominion Lending. Hi, Ron. How are you?
Fantastic. How are you guys doing today?
Awesome.
Wonderful.
Good.
So, Ron, we've had a lot of discussions over the years, especially the past few years, right, when prices go a little bit crazier. And, you know, we have these heart-to-heart conversations with a lot of our buyer clients about, you know, having to make some concessions sometimes if they want to get a home within their affordability. And sometimes those homes need a little bit of work or love to bring it up to the standards that, you know, they would hope for. And I think you're going to talk about an option that would be a really good one for them, potentially.
Yeah, exactly. So what we're going to talk about today is called purchase plus improvements. So you can actually get a house or buy a house that, let's say you didn't like the kitchen. Like you said, Joyce, you're going to make some concessions. I don't like the kitchen, or that the bathroom is hideous. It's still purple and blue. So, you know, what you can do is get quotes to renovate that and then roll that into your mortgage. So how that works is you can do 20% of the purchase price or up to $40,000 max. So just for numbers wise, let's say that you were approved for $400 to buy a house for $400. If you wanted to do the purchase plus improvement, that means that you're looking to buy a house at $360, and then the $40,000 would be the improvement cost. Mm-hmm. Now you have to get the quotes up front. So, you know, as soon as you get your accepted offer, you get a contractor in there, go to Home Depot or somewhere and get quotes for, let's just say, that brand new kitchen. And then you would submit that to your mortgage agent, and your mortgage agent would get the purchase price plus up to $40,000 for the improvements. Now, when the mortgage funds, you don't get that $40,000 right away, and that's a big misconception of a lot of people. You have to fund your improvement, also either credit card or line of credit, and then once the improvements are done, you submit the paid invoices to the lender, and then just the rest of the money. And then another misconception is that, just like my first example, let's say you're approved for $400, and you know you bought a house for $360. A lot of people think that the 5% down payment only goes off the $360, but it does not. It goes off of the whole value. So if you're putting the $40,000 down, so you got a mortgage of $400, then purchase price $400, then you're doing 5% of the $400. So you're paying a down payment as well on the improvement costs.
Gotcha.
Interesting. Okay, I didn't know that part, so that's good to know.
Yeah, because a lot of people are like, oh, okay, I'm approved up to $400, and then they go shopping for $400, and then they're like, okay, yeah, but now I want to do the purchase plus improvements and add $40,000. Well, no, you're only approved up to $400.
Are you finding a lot of people taking advantage of this right now, Ron?
It's hit and miss because right now, because the house prices are so high, and I don't think anybody's really used to that yet. A lot of people are going to their max already, so they don't really have the room for using this program. So we've seen it. We used to see it a lot more a couple years ago, or three years ago, when when house prices were halfway affordable. So and then people would use that quite a bit. Right now, it seems like most people are going up to their maximum they can buy, and then have no room to take advantage of this. But we do see it But, like Joyce said in the beginning, it's a good option if you have the room, and you have to make some concessions because of the prices of the houses these days.
Right. And I feel like it's not even just having to make some concessions to get into the market. I feel like if you don't want to go to your max, which we would never advise, like don't make yourself house poor, make those concessions, get some skin in the game, do the work, and you don't have to necessarily go to your max. I've seen plenty of homes selling under that 400 threshold, especially in Windsor more recently. There's definitely options and opportunities for buyers, at least right now. Who knows what's going to happen when they reduce the rates next, in 10 days-ish or something like that?
Yeah.
Nice segue.
2 weeks. Yeah.
What do you feel about that, Ron?
It seems like basically a slam dunk that it's coming down again in September.
Yeah.
So
I'm feeling pretty confident too.
Yeah. And then I think I'm almost surprised that the house prices haven't gone up more already since we've already had two rate drops. But it seems like a lot of people are waiting for it to drop more. And now that it's dropping, everybody just wants to wait now to see how far it's going to drop, right? So
right.
We're not seeing, like I thought the house prices would start going up already and that it'd be a feeding frenzy out there by now, but I still foresee this coming.
Well, yeah, it's definitely, I feel it's definitely, we got an uptick in business, but it's not the craziness like you're talking about, I think. But I think with another drop, maybe we're in the fall, we're going to have a pretty busy market in the fall.
Yeah, I definitely predict the same, that the fall should be good for everybody.
Absolutely.
What are you seeing on your side of things right now, Ron? Like just to sort of go along with that sentiment that of your prediction.
So just right now, because it's the end of summer, everybody's taking their last vacations before they go bring the kids back to school. So this is typically a slow time for us, these last 2 weeks of August. And we see it every year. So right now it's slow, but we're seeing a lot of people that are starting to get comfortable in wanting to get off the sidelines and buy a house. But we're still seeing a lot of struggle between the sellers and the buyers. That the sellers still think it's a seller's market, the buyers still thinking it's a buyer's market, and it's a struggle right now. Nobody really wants to give.
Yeah,
we're kind of in that middle transitional period right now, where who's right, who's going to bend.
let's be on fair here. Honest is not the right word. We'll be fair. And for a couple of years, there weren't any negotiations.
No, there weren't.
It was bring your highest and best, right? And now there's negotiations. So I think it's a win-win, really, when both sides feel like they're struggling a little bit, and then that's how you know that.
My old saying was always, the buyer comes up, the seller goes down. When you have two unhappy parties, you got a deal.
There you go.
Exactly. Yep.
Awesome. Ron, if people have questions for you, they're looking for pre-approval, they're looking for advice about mortgage rates and lending options, how can they reach you?
They can call me on my cell phone, 519-791-2961. They can email me at ronbondy@supermortgageteam.ca, or they can get in touch with one of your lovely agents.
Awesome. Well, thank you. As always, we appreciate you and all your insights, and we certainly hope that your crystal ball is up and running and we experience all the fall goodness that you're expecting.
Excellent. Thanks for having me, guys.
Have a great
Always
day.
great, Ron. Thanks.
That was Ron Bondy, mortgage agent from the Super Mortgage team at Dominion Lending Centers, and he's a really great resource for our team clients and for many people in Windsor and Essex County.
Absolutely.
Their team is awesome, and we appreciate having them.
For sure.
Okay, we need to take another quick break. When we come back, we're giving away a gift card for the Richmond Popcorn Company. Caller number what today, Aaron?
173.
Okay, try again.
7.
Okay, caller number 7, 519-792-2559, 519-792-CKLW. Caller number 7 will win a gift card for the Richmond Popcorn Company. There's still more to come here on the Dan Gemus Real Estate Show.